Alright, so today I am taking a look at something I've actually taken a look at before, but this is a little different, and for me specifically, and maybe for you if you're in a similar situation, this will be extremely useful for you depending upon, let's say, your circumstances. So I am looking at a pair of, well, I say glasses, but they're actually a clip-on style, so we're just going to call them glasses for the ease of speaking, because I know I'm going to say that probably more than once. So anyway, these glasses clip on. They do not flip up, however. You know, some you clip on top of your glasses and you can just flip them up, and these do not do that. These clip on only. So keep that in mind in case that's something you're looking into. So real quickly, just to show you, they have this little box they come in. Cleaning cloth, you'll get a lot of use out of this. And they have this little plastic case that you can store them in, keep them from getting scratched or damaged, especially if you're transporting them. And the little clipping mechanism clips into this portion here. So you can just get that little clip there, carry them like that so you won't lose them. And that snaps closed. So just wanted to show you that real quick. So, of course, the idea behind glasses like these, you can look at some of the first part of this video, see some of the diagrams, charts, if you will, graphs, and they're designed to block some degree of blue light and some UV. They're very close on the light spectrum, and if you're not aware, or if you are, just for those that aren't, the good thing about blocking blue light, if you're using a tablet or anything with a screen essentially, the blue light will interfere with the production of melatonin, which aids in sleep, and it interferes with the circadian rhythm, also related to sleep. It can also help to reduce digital eye strain when you wear glasses that block blue light. So I do like these because of the fact that it helps with that. These, however, now that let's back it up for just a moment. Okay, I've taken a look at a pair similar to this that are actually just type that you wear, but because I require prescription glasses, they are designed to replace what I'm wearing. I can't do that. So when I take these off, I can still see, I can still read and everything else, but if I want it to be like really sharp, really clear, be able to focus really well, I need to wear these glasses. And so to do so, I need something like this. Now the other two pairs that I own are similar to this, and I thought that they worked pretty well. I was happy with them, and now I've had some experience with another set of glasses, and I'm going to show you a demonstration here momentarily in a moment. And the difference that you'll see is pretty significant, and I was looking for a way to really test these other than, like, when you wear them at night, you go to sleep, I find that I fall asleep a little quicker, so I know that there's a little improvement in the amount that they're helping, but as far as the actual transmission of light, I had no way of really testing that. And honestly, it was a fluke that I decided it was a pair like this that got me interested in doing some more reading, and I'd come across an article that tested, I think it was 4 pairs of glasses. The cheapest on that list was about $8, and I grabbed a pair of those just to see. The problem with those is I can't wear them because, again, they don't really sit comfortably. They're large, but they don't sit comfortably on my face when I'm wearing my regular glasses, which I need, so they don't work as well as I would like. But I'll show you a test, and we'll take a look real quick at that, and you can see what a mouse that has blue LEDs looks like. And I've also found, because I have other devices that have blue LEDs, when I look at those devices with these, with my regular glasses, without glasses at all, it doesn't matter, or the other pair, I can see a variance between each one. These offer a degree of blocking, or these lessen, the others block. That would probably be the best way to put it. So if you're trying to decrease the amount of blue light, these are good. And if you're like me and you need to have glasses, then these are a good option. Now, these are the two complaints, I guess, if I had to make any, and this is going to vary for every person and probably for every glass, whether it does or doesn't affect you. But here's my issue. If I push these back onto my face completely, I can just barely feel this touch. It feels weird. It's not a real problem, but it feels weird. The other issue is because of either I have too large a nose or the glasses, the way they sit, and I can adjust them a little bit. And what I find is if I adjust them too far to keep them from just barely grazing the bridge of my nose or below the bridge of my nose, then they touch more here. So it's a trade-off. I have to either have one or the other. I can't really find the perfect blend. And if you push them up too far, I don't know how well it'll show up, but if you push them up too far, they want to slip off because they're tilted too much like that at an angle, as opposed to sitting more flat like that. So hopefully that's showing up well enough you can see. So these do work, they do help. They're not perfect, and they don't block as much as the other cheaper pair, but the other pair is not clip-on, so they're a limitation that I just can't wear them like I can these. But by any means, let me show you real quick and then we'll end this video. If you want to find out more, check out the link below. Other than that, check out this comparison, and what you'll see is no filter at all, just like the camera looking at the mouse. Then you'll see the lens with this over the camera lens, and then you'll see the other over the camera lens, and you'll see a dramatic difference. I mean, there's almost no blue light. Actually, in some instances, you'll be able to see it maybe with the camera a little bit, but when I'm wearing it, the blue lights on some of my devices that light up, completely gone. Looks like the device is completely turned off. And if I take the glasses off, of course, they're fully illuminated, bright as can be. So definitely blocks. These just dim it down a little bit. So like I said, it doesn't completely block. And that may be a problem for some people, I suppose, if you need to have perception of color, like if you're working in the creative field, maybe you have to be able to, gauge colors more appropriately. You may not want to have fully blocked light in that way. So anyway, check out the demonstration. I've rambled long enough. You can see the differences, and I tried to make it so you can see the light and see it filtered at the same time. I tried to keep it where you can see a little bit of both the top and the bottom of the mouse where there's multiple blue lights, so you can really get a true idea of what to expect. That's pretty much it. So again, there'll be a link below if you want to find out more. Okay, so in an effort to devise some type of test to see how much actual blue light can be filtered, I was looking around on the internet. I couldn't really find much of anything, but I happened to discover, well, kind of accidentally, the blue lights from this mouse can actually show up or not show up depending upon the glasses that you're wearing. And I've actually been kind of shocked. So I do like that these offer some degree of protection from some of the UV and some of the blue light. However, they don't block as much as I would like. So I won't say these are perfect or great in that regard, but they do help minimize it somewhat. So I guess you could say these are more of a blue light reducing glass, and these are more of a blue light blocking glass. These are like $8, so super cheap. So yeah, and I found out about these after reading an article that tested out some different glasses, and these were number 2, but they're also the cheapest, so that's pretty shocking. So what I decided to do with the camera here is to show you this. So if I move the lens or the glasses, whatever you want to say, in front of the camera lens, you can't really see a huge or dramatic change, but there is some degree of change. So I mean, they do help to limit it somewhat, although I'll show you something that I found very interesting. Some major difference. So that's a really dramatic difference. So yeah, so I wanted to share that with you just so you would know these do work to help with reducing eye strain and everything else, but in the like literal blocking as opposed to just reducing, not as good. And these actually are very impressive in what they're capable of. Okay, so I just wanted to give you that quick demonstration